What is up? So I want to do another video, and I think I'm gonna do these often because I think they're really helpful for me and they might be helpful for other people, but I want to do videos on just channel updates when I hit certain milestones and as they happen. So like with most things, this channel will probably level out at some point, but right now things are still doing better and growing enough, and the analytics side I really love. So if I can be helpful, I know a lot of big channels talk about doing big channel stuff, so I thought it'd be helpful and interesting just to share my thoughts on what my channel being very small looks like at different stages. So I put out a short on my first 100 videos, which includes shorts, so these will be milestone videos like I said. So this one is on the first short that I have that passed 1,000 views, which as of time of recording, which we're in the 11 o'clock hour on Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024, I have a video that has passed 1,000 views on a YouTube short. And if I can go back and redo this one at some point, I'd like to do more like showing what I'm saying on screen. I have my analytics and details in front of me. All this fun fancy stuff here, I'd like to be able to do like a screen share and talk and show. I don't know how to do that yet, but ideally that would make this more engaging, so apologies for that. If I can throw some pictures in, I'll try to do that. Maybe the thumbnail. But point being, this video got 1,000 views and it was posted November 19th, 2024. That was a Tuesday. So it was 2 weeks ago, and it is now at 1.6 thousand views. I did not mark the exact day that it got to 1,000. Let me see. This should say it. It hit 1,000 views at 9 a.m. Monday, November 25th, in the first 5 days and 15 hours that it was posted. So this video is interesting to me. It was titled, let me say it properly, pretty straightforward, We Who Wrestle with God by Jordan B. Peterson is out. So that psychologist released his, I think he's still a psychologist, released his fourth like clinical style-esque book. I know it's kind of self-help as well, but he just kind of writes what he writes. And so this was an interesting video for me because it made clear the importance to me on a channel of topical videos. This is why like news cycles are so important. This book came out that day, people were searching it, looking things up. I do get to see analytics on what was going on when people were searching things, and I'm not finding it now. It shows up differently on my phone, YouTube Studio Info, than it does on my laptop. But people were searching the details on the book, and so my short popped up in there because I posted it on the day at 9 a.m. I believe it was 9. I think I said 9 a.m. And actually, I can tell you that exactly. Posted it at looks like I posted at 6 p.m. that day. Geez, I recorded it earlier in the day, and I must have posted it later. And then by 9 a.m. on the following Monday, it hit the 1,000 points, and it is definitely leveling off as time goes on. Today we are 13 days in 17 hours, 13 days, 17 hours, and I have 1,589 views on it. So it was topical. I think if I would post that today, it wouldn't gain as much traction. So it's interesting. So one thing that this week, you have tons of movies are out right now: Gladiator 2, Wicked, Moana 2. If I were to post anything mental health related around those, this would be the week for it versus movies that came out years ago. So topical, I think a lot of people know that, but this was a very live experience of that. It's my first real topical video, and it's a short, and topical in terms of what's trending in the news. I did post a video the Monday after the election, so 6 days after the US election, and that video did all right, and it was more about responding to the election. So topical in that sense, but this has been a clear one for me. It's like, okay, and this video has, like I said, coming up on 1,600 views. My second best short has 504 views. So my second most popular one is about a third the views as this one. So that's interesting. And my third most popular one has about 80 views less than that, and that's slightly topical as well. It's about a person, not anything current. So that's interesting, looking at these analytics. So yeah, that's just something to know about that video, and what it was that caused me to pass that 1,000 view threshold. For YouTube Shorts, I'll probably do another video when I have a short hit 2,500 views, maybe 10,000. I don't want to oversaturate with these videos, but I think they can be really helpful in terms of getting an understanding of, you know, what's happening on my channel to push that. I can probably do an end of the month update as well. I should do more of those, of what's happening on the channel on a regular basis. So yeah, this video is almost at 1.6 thousand views. I gained 2 subscribers from that, which is a really big deal because I only have, like, statistically, percentage-wise, it's a huge deal. My channel, as of this morning, as of this exact moment, has 61 subscribers. 2 of them came from that video. So it is not a inconsequential. That's like, what, 3% or something like that of the current subscribers I had came from one short. So in terms of overall percentage, that's a really big deal statistic on that. The video is viewed an average of 20 seconds. It's a 30-second video, so people will actually stay and listen to it longer. Most of my videos have huge drop-offs within the first couple minutes or seconds, depending on if it's a short or a YouTube video. Those analytics do look different. This video had 82 views in the last 48 hours, which is interesting. So people are still looking at it. In the last 1 hour, it's had 1 view, so not a lot. Let's see. It was shown, as of today, it's been shown to 2.2 thousand people. And of course, 1.6 thousand roughly chose to watch it. So that's a pretty good percentage there as well. And, you know, I'll refine these videos over time. This might be more info than people are interested in. And I think this will go way better when I can show the analytics on the screen and learn how to do that. So it says here about 70% chose to view it when it was presented to them. And the way people found it, this is interesting. So 67% of people that watched the video found it through YouTube search. So again, this was the thing people were looking up that day because the book just came out. People were searching information about the book and found my video. 17% found it through their YouTube Shorts feed. As I understand that, that just means it popped up while they were scrolling. 13% found it through browsing features. And again, I'm still new enough to YouTube that I don't know exactly what that means. Let me see. So the info here says that traffic from the homepage / home screen, the subscription feed, and other browsing features. Okay, so not quite searching, but just browsing like you would on the home screen. And then the rest, the last 2%, came from just kind of random other stuff. So it's interesting. Of the search terms, people mostly looked up "We Who Wrestle with God" as the main thing. So titling the video after the book was wise for me to do. Let's see, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top 5 most searched terms that people used to find me all had to do with the name of the book or Jordan Peterson's name, of which I had both in my title. So that 67% of all the searches that found me used the book title and his name. So just something interesting to know. A couple people, a very small percentage of people found it through a Google search, which is interesting, and must have clicked on it from Google. Let's see. And then talked about the engagement. It's been viewed a total of 9 hours. So those total views, which that's crazy. I mean, 9 hours. That short alone has been watched for 9 hours by people overall, and that, I just find that to be insane when you scale that up and consider the amount of time people spend watching stuff. And it's collective. So, I mean, if you watched the whole thing, you watched it for 30 seconds, but, you know, if 1,500 people watch it, that adds up to a lot of time. Audience. So shorts go everywhere. So I had 13 people watch that short who've watched other videos of mine, and 1.5 thousand who were unique viewers, and again, 2 subscribers from that. According to this is interesting. According to the data that I have, 100% of viewers were male. And everything I say, there's going to be some like variation between what's actually accurate on that, and of course if you're watching on someone else's account, it skews that, and I don't always get all data because my account is still smaller. But 100% male, which my channel is not 100% male. It is shifting back and forth with how new it is, but it's a decent amount of females that watch the channel. Well, that feels weird to say females. It's the data I get here, male, female, but a lot of women watch my videos as well, but not that short. 98% were not subscribed. 98.5% weren't. 45% of my viewers were in the US, which this is interesting. That's actually more than my regular videos. The data that I have on my full-length videos like this one is that actually only, I think 30-ish% of my viewers are in the United States, which is interesting to me. For this specific short, the top 6 countries were the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, and India. Those were my top countries viewing, with the US accounting for 45% of that, Canada accounting for 4%, just singular 4%, and then minimal, it rapidly decreases after that. And I'm excited to see more of this as data goes on. Actually, I'm starting to get city data. So London, 0.8% of my viewers were in London, which is, I love this stuff, obviously. This video, 100% of the audience apparently was in the 25 to 34 age range, which is where I'm at, and it makes sense for Jordan Peterson's audience in a lot of ways. Again, it said it was 100% men on this. I think that's probably the bulk of the important details when it comes to these analytics, and I don't think there's a lot more that I can look at here. Subtitles, that's an interesting one for fun. Most people didn't use any subtitles. 89% didn't. When people did use subtitles, 7% were English, and then one viewer had Spanish subtitles auto-translated, and another person had Chinese auto-generated. So that's fun. I could spend hours on this. I mean, this is a 13-minute video, and I thought it'd be like 2. So I'll go ahead and leave it there. Just a fun little detail. I'll make these more often, and I really hope I can get this to be where I can do some sort of screen mirroring. I'll work on that as these go forward. So thanks for watching. Hope it's enjoyable. I'll eventually turn this into a playlist and get this data for anyone who wants to watch it, and I'll find a way to organize this in a way that's useful to people if they choose to use it. So yeah, thanks for tuning into this one. I know it's a very different style, but this is an important type of video for me to do, even if it's not quite in theme with everything else that I do. So enjoy the rest of your week, y'all. See ya.